Hi everyone, welcome to Nice Driving 38. In this first clip we've got a dual carriageway and a little bit further up it merges into one lane. This is how merging turns should work. It's actually not that complicated, is it? I love this clip. My viewer's pretty obviously on a motorbike and they spot a horse and rider coming in the opposite direction and they turn their engine off. This definitely helps not to spook the horse, but can you think of any control issues by doing this? There's plenty of opportunities to do the correct thing in this clip. First of all, there's a pedestrian walking on the opposite side of the road. Nice work there. Then a little bit further up we've got a situation where the road's quite narrow and a lorry's coming the other way. That was the perfect thought to use this entrance on the left, especially with being on a bend. Then again, only a couple of moments further up the road, there's something unexpected that my viewer's got to deal with just round this corner. It looks as though the driver of this tractor stopped trimming the hedges to allow the vehicles past also. Nice work there. In this clip, pretty obviously there could be kids about, so it's important to drive slowly, and my viewer does a brilliant job. Would you have been ready for this? If there's one car from my past that I think I'd buy again, it would be my BMW M3, and this CarVertical report shows one that's had quite an impact. These reports are quick and easy to generate. Literally put the VIN number or the registration into the CarVertical website and you'll have a report in less than a minute. The reports are colour-coded so you can see exactly what needs your attention. For example, on this M3 we can see that it's been damaged. Financial and legal status is okay, and so is the mileage. These reports can also show you pictures if damage has occurred, and these pictures are quite categoric. That's some heavy impact. Absolutely. You can understand why this car has been written off, and the report shows you that also. This is still repairable though, and the report also shows this. After the damage has happened, it has had successful MOTs, so it's been put back together. And that's exactly what these reports are all about. It doesn't categorically say you should or you shouldn't purchase a specific vehicle. It gives you added information that can help make your mind up. Remember, if you use the code Ashley, you can save yourself 20% checking out your next potential purchase. Thanks a lot, CarVertical. Without question, this is terrible parking, but there's usually things you can do as a good driver to still make the situation safe as possible. Here, it's all about what we can't see. Nice work. An appropriate amount of caution was also shown in this clip. Excellent work. I don't think the same could be said for the driver of this SUV that's coming the other way and causing all the problems. It's always a nice job to let a bus out, especially when your lights are on red up ahead. Picking the correct time to give up your priority is sometimes difficult though. But generally good driving is all about having an ability to share. I think that was a good decision to reverse instead of using the verge on the left hand side. As you'll see in a moment when my viewer drives past it, it's quite big and there's a risk of grounding or even damage to your vehicle. I think this clip is an absolute gem. My viewer's obviously holding back and can't overtake the cyclist yet, but they've recognised how the cyclist is riding. Without question more vulnerable, so my viewer shows even more patience. This is lovely. How nice is it to see this guy still out riding? I bet not everyone treats him with the respect and patience my viewer did. This very tricky situation was simply fixed by slowing down. Another point to note is following distance. Think how much more time my viewer had to spot and sort this situation. And don't forget to drive in a pocket of space, because this can also help in similar scenarios.
In 200 yards, turn right onto Penge Road, A213.
This is some nice use of forward and reverse gears. A problem solver. Another problem solved in this clip. My viewer recognised that they're unlikely to have been seen, and they just slowed down also. Arrive at a gap is a term that I use. Unfortunately, I still have to remind people that this is the correct behaviour. Nice work, Simon.
On the test track, and I still haven't figured out what that was all about. I mean, why would Testarossa be on Rover Group's test track? Makes no sense. Anyway, mysteries of our time that only I'm interested in.
Notice the van up ahead with no lights on. My viewer's going to sort this in a moment, but first of all I'd like to say a massive thanks to everyone who's purchased a VFO dashcam using the links in the description. You can still use code Ashley and save yourself a further 5%. Now, my viewer picks the perfect time to give this van driver a little warning. If you've ever got to do this, just make sure no one is going to be misled into thinking something different.
Eventually pass first time, what a dumb sentence.
I did not even register.
The flash it was in the realise it's got no lights on. There you go. Yeah.
Very nice.
And I agree totally. And to finish, there's a little reminder to not rely on other people to be nice. This tractor driver was an absolute star, but often it's down to yourself to fix things.
Yeah, no, it was great that you had.
Keep safe. I'll see you soon.